You have 3 minutes.
Dear General Assembly, my name is Paulina Kruk. I'm Professional Affairs Coordinator of 2018-2019, and I'm running for the position of Vice President of External Relations. During past mandate, I was part of External Relations Department, and thanks to this, I was able to realize what a great opportunities we have when it comes to external collaborations and what a great opportunities we are able to bring to you, to our members. And this is my main motivation to run for this position. During the main responsibility of Vice President of External Relations is maintaining fruitful collaborations with our partners and sponsors. During the past year, I was able to attend several events, which made me more than prepared to take on this task. Also, I was able, as a professional affairs coordinator, I was able to foster our collaboration with professional organizations like EPG and PGU, which I'm quite proud of. Therefore, secondly, VP of External is the leader of the External Affairs department. So therefore, you are the one who is taking responsibility to lead the coordinators in this department. As I managed to successfully deliver all of the projects and develop them and innovate them last year, I'm sure that I will be able to assist my coordinators and be available to them whenever needed, and I will be able to help them to plan the projects and implement them on a high level. Last but definitely not least, being elected also means that I will become a part of the executive. So I will be also giving the input for the discussions when it comes to making decisions of the next steps of the association. As I was engaged in student organizations since the very beginning of my studies, and I'm a team-oriented person, I'm sure that I will be a reliable part of the executive. Thank you.
I'll give the word now to EPSA Poland for their proposed speech.
Hello everybody, Zuzanna, EPSA Poland. On behalf of our association, I would like to express our strong support for Paulina's application. This mandate, as she was a part of external department, she got the practical knowledge about the problems and practical aspects of projects under this department. Also, developing partnership with professional entities, like for example PGU, resulted in expanding visibility of EPSA online activities and appreciation among these organizations. Projects already led by Paulina require contact with speakers and external bodies, which is of a great advantage for such a position. And she has already had an opportunity to be the official EPSA representative on several events. And Vice President of External Relations is also responsible for implementation and executing partnership, which she proved to deliver very, very successfully.
Thank you, BPSA. Now I'll give the word to VFSO for their secondary speech.
It was not a hard choice for VLSO to support Paulina's application for Vice President of External Relations. For this position, we believe that communication is one of the key elements. Keeping this in mind, Paulina is a very approachable person, not only as a person, but also as a professional. She really is, which makes it easy to connect with her and build up a relationship. Paulina was so kind and helpful throughout her mandate and followed up with all of our questions, timely and with care. My whole team was impressed by Paulina's presence at the VLSO Career Fair, where both students and companies were present. Here she delivered a workshop and represented EPSA throughout the day. This really boosted the EPSA awareness and enthusiasm, which made it so much easier to implement EPSA projects in Belgium. I believe having Paulina as an EPSA representative combines both excellent public and face-to-face speaking skills, and this can only contribute to the positive image of EPSA towards current or possible sponsors and partners.
Thank you, BFSO. And with this, I open the floor for questions. Annette?
Thank you for your application. I have one question about update in the EMU with the IPSF, and because we faced kind of issues this year with the marketing skill events. So what we want to update is this MOU.
Okay, thank you for your question. I believe that when it comes to contact with our partners, also with IPSF, the main thing is to just be aware and open, aware of all the matters that are going on, and be open in communication. So I would strive to be clear and have just contact through the email thread and follow up with each other on our joint projects. I also think that it's very important to be present during our mutual events. So I would also strive to attend and also invite the representatives of IPSF to our events. Yeah, thank you.
Next is KMPSV.
Janine, KMP's for the Netherlands. It's about IMP, because the project is not working that good right now. What is your vision and how do you want to improve it?
Paulina?
Yes, thank you for your questions. I do agree that IMP has a lot of challenges to face, but I also do think that it's a really great project and has a really great basis. When it comes to improving it, I would definitely rely on the coordinator and let him or her make the decisions, because this is also one of the things that you get from EPSA, being able to develop yourself. But definitely I would assist and focus on making the coordinators aware of their tasks, also making sure that the handbooks are well understood and their tasks are well developed and understood. I think that also we could but we should also focus on increasing the communication and probably have more trainings and online events. Thank you.
Next, Abel.
Of Portugal. Thank you for your application. Regarding partners, do you have any ideas on possible new collaborations?
Paulina? Yes, thank you. So, as I mentioned, I was able to attend several external events. So, thanks to this, I could establish and represent EPSA and see how the dynamics of attending such events are going. And I could also approach several companies, but I would definitely aim at establishing and nurturing the collaborations that we already have. And also focusing on during the handover period on following up on the collaborations that we have already, because I know that there are several that will be continued through the next mandate, and seeking the new opportunities which were established in the meantime. That would be also one of the things that I would start with. Thank you.
Joanna from Portugal, thank you so much for your presentation and application. I was just wondering, still on the topic of the MOU, besides the alteration that has been several times mentioned, such as the one regarding the regional symposium, what would you say if there is anything that you should point that should be changed in the MOU? Thank you.
Paulina? Yes, thank you. So I do believe that we should focus on our educational projects. So this is one of the things that I would like to work on. Also, it is important to work on public health campaigns, which we successfully delivered through the past mandate. So I think this would be, the educational matters would be the main thing. Thank you.
I'm sure that you have already heard about the elevator speech, so if not, please picture yourself in an elevator. You have 1 minute. You are in an elevator with a potential EPSA sponsor. You have 1 minute to represent EPSA in the best possible way to maybe establish a future collaboration. I will have my timer ready, so you can start whenever you want.
Paulina, thank you. So maybe to establish, in a way, a background. Let's say that I was attending an event and I was attending a workshop, which this person held, maybe. So, you can start. Hello, my name is Paulina Kruk. I'm the Vice President of External Relations. I really liked your workshop. I do think that we have, especially the part with concerning the projects for students, the internships that you have was really interesting. I think that we can collaborate in this regard as we have very nice projects, which is well established. It's individual mobility project. So if you would like to hear about more, here's my card. And as we have a very well-established network of representatives in each country, and we gather together more than 37 countries, and more than 100,000 students across Europe, I'm sure that you will be very satisfied with these collaborations. Thank you.
Next, IPSF.
Hello, Paulina. Katarina, IPSF. First of all, I'm glad that you did not read your speech, which is really important for external. I think that's positive, and I like the fact that I heard that you will attend our events. You're welcome. About, you know that we are partners, IPSF and EPSA, and so have you thought about the plan for IPSF and EPSA collaboration? You mentioned public health campaigns and webinars, but have you thought about something more, something else, and maybe talked to the previous Vice President of External Relations? Thank you.
Paulina?
Thank you. So I do believe that there is plenty possibilities that we can collaborate on. I think that we should focus on complementing our projects and finding the way to, in a way, divide them, but like I said, complementing. So definitely I would go for advocacy matters, that we could foster our voice when it comes to representing students, pharmaceutical students. And yeah, online activities definitely are the ones that increase the visibility of such collaborations, so I also would focus on that. Thank you.
MPSA? Annette?
Annette France. I would like to know what is your strategy to keep improving the interprofessional relations?
Paulina, if I understood correctly, your question was regarding interprofessional collaboration on student level. Okay, so I think as before I mentioned with IPSF, the main thing is to attend our events mutually, because it gives you the vision of how the association work and also share good practices. Therefore, you are also able to get to know people on certain positions and link them with the people who are in your team. So I think this would be the main idea, how to foster collaborations in between student organizations. And we also have nice tools, EPSA and EPSA, and I would definitely go for expanding these collaborations and focusing on them. Thank you.
Next I have Guy.
Hi, Gillian. Thank you for the presentation. If you've seen actually some of the comments that you made from the AAB over the last mandate, it was, what is the value of the people that are in Brussels? What is the added value of having people in Brussels? So, what do you believe that is your added value? What do you want to bring to EPSA as an added value for you being in Brussels?
Thank you for your question. So yeah, presence in Brussels is a really important matter. Not all of the associations have this opportunity, and those ones which do not strive to have such a possibility, so we can be proud of it. When it comes to added value, I think just the opportunity to be there and work in the organizations which are the most important ones and that provide you contacts to another professionals is really important one, and be able to provide our input from the level of students in the advocacy matters of those organizations and also in the European Parliament is very important. So yeah, I think it's mostly advocacy stuff and being able to network and work with probable partners. Thank you.
Next is Direct G.
Not answered.
Paulina.
Can you clarify which aspect was not clear for you?
Guy, hand signals, please. Guy?
Thank you, Jelan. So it's an open question for me. It's you'll be in Brussels. You want to be in Brussels, like I remember Sir Bernardo wants to be in Brussels, but I want to see what is the added value. Why do me in 5 years will say that you were valuable of being in Brussels?
Paulina?
Yes, thank you. So as I mentioned, not everyone has such opportunity. So thanks to this, we are able to share our visions on the future of our profession. So I think this is the added value, and also the way that you can you have a platform to talk to people and to establish once more the partnerships. This is also the added value. Thank you.
Next, I'll take KMPSV.
Eline, KMPSV Netherlands. I was wondering if you already have talked to some partners, because I believe that's very important for the Vice President of External Relations.
Paulina?
Thank you for your questions. Yes, I did.
You have another question? Yeah? No? Okay. Then, Apel.
Matilda of Portugal, I'd like to ask you, how do you plan to deal with potential losses of partnership?
Paulina?
Can you repeat?
Apel.
Matilda of Portugal, how do you plan to deal with potential losses partnerships?
Paulina?
Yes. So, as I mentioned, I was part of external department last Monday. So I think it's best way to start, or like this is the best position to see the probable start of collaborations with new partners. So yeah, I would strive to secure new partnerships. But I do think that I am able to nourish and foster collaborations that we already have, as you can see on the basis of my work with the professional organizations. Thank you.
Any more comments or questions? I see no comments or questions. I'll close the floor for questions. And Paulina, you can have your closing speech of 1 minute.
Yes, thank you. So basically, I think I was waiting for this moment quite a lot. And I do feel confident because, as I mentioned, I worked a lot before, also on level of EPSA and then being really involved in EPSA. So I do think this is the most logical step for me next, and I do feel prepared for all of the challenges of this position. And I do hope to hear positive answers to my application. Thank you.
Thank you, Paulina. We will now move to internal discussion, so please leave the room. Do we have a helping team member here? Or RC member? Okay, Chris. It's fine.